Ladies and gentlemen, we need to look at this motion from a realistic and not idealistic perspective, because as hard as we try, and as heartbreaking as it may be, we cannot deny that our world is imperfect and flawed, just like a third-class superhero. Side opposition has defined third-class superhero as a person with fragility and weakness that all people possess. We agree with this definition and would like to argue it for this motion. With that in mind, I will look at 3 rebuttals. Firstly, side opposition has said that we are all different, and it is logically impossible for us to all be third-class superheroes. However, we argue that third-class superheroes is a very general term, as they've defined it is fragility and weakness that all people possess, and actually, in Charles Yu's definition itself, he has identified that all people possess it, meaning that all people are third-class superheroes. Everyone fails and everyone faces challenges sometimes, and therefore we are all third-class superheroes. Next, opposition has argued that darkness is a relative term. However, we will again bring this back to Charles Yu's definition, and it is undeniable that everyone is flawed, just like Sharon mentioned in her 3 points in her first speech. Third-class hero does not mean being dark and depressed, because in Charles Yu's definition, that did not exist. It simply means fragility, which we cannot deny that everyone in this world has at some point. Thirdly, opposition has said that we are not superheroes because we are human. However, we have to look at third-class superhero as a term in general and not third-class and superhero separated. Third-class superhero does not mean a superhero with superpowers. It simply means that someone with fragility and weakness in their hearts. Now I will move on to the substantive. On side proposition, we would like to bring 2 more points to the table, and that is that third-class superhero is a story that actually reflects the failures of mankind. In Charles Yu's explanation of the book, he writes this story as a story that everyone can relate to and understand that no one always succeeds, and despite hard-working attempts, it's really hard to achieve perfection. Opposition might claim that this is a pessimistic point. However, it's only realistic. It's only the truth, and Charles Yu himself admits it. Our next point is that mankind is born to have failures, as it is the only way for us to grow. And we're not claiming that third-class hero is necessarily a negative term. It just means that we have these imperfections, and just everyone in this world has imperfections, and we just need to work harder to get over it. And I would like to take a step back and look at this motion. We are arguing third-class superheroes as the set definition of fragility and weakness, and it is very clear today that this is something that everyone in the world has, and it's something that is very simple, very plain, and for the reasons above, we are proud to support this motion. Thank you.